Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. See what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully bring a little clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself, that divine inner guidance, it's in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're gonna start with the fairy tarot. I thought I'd get a little dressed up and have some fun with you guys today for the season. So let's begin. Let's see what kind of energies come through, get a little insight for you guys, see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening energy, message, insight, wisdom to help the collective right now, please? And thank you. The Nine of Summer. So the first thing to come through is letting you know that your wishes, your desires, your dreams are about to come true. It looks like your fairy godmother has arrived. She has this magical energy around you. This is believing that it's possible. This is knowing what it is you desire. What is it that you wish? What is it that you want to happen? What are your dreams? Sometimes this is something that unfolds. Sometimes it's presented all at once, better than you imagined. But it's that energy of savoring it, not smothering it. Upside down, it's gluttony. It's having too much and nothing for tomorrow. Not even really enjoying it. So how do you share? How do you enjoy these dreams? Like, it's really being in the now when this comes through. Like, I got tongue-tied. So wishes come true. Dreams fulfilled. And it's a magical time in life. I feel like something is unfolding and you're starting to see it more and more in your reality. But I feel like some of you are almost in that energy where you could possibly be stopping yourself because you couldn't believe that it could actually come true. So instead of diving into that page, jumping into that experience, you're almost like standing back and watching it from afar, like it's going to go away. It's not going to go away if it's meant for you, but you got to pursue it. You got to be in it. Enjoy it. So let's see what this Nine of Cups, Nine of Summer is all about. I feel like we should do a couple different messages. Let's go all over, all around arenas of your life. But let's start with life and career. What is one life and career message to be helpful on this path of dreams coming true right now? I do feel like with this, you definitely have somebody, maybe somebody who, I don't know, I'm almost getting like, powerful, but in their own right, but I don't think it's really a position of power necessarily. I feel like it's a powerful energy, like somebody who really truly supports you, believes in you, maybe even helps you, gives you a chance, opens the door. I am seeing connections or something like that. So I feel like if there's a dream you were talking about with your integrity, your authenticity, your enthusiasm, your passion, your love, somebody is feeling all that energy, talking to somebody else, and maybe that person's talking to somebody else. And I feel like something is going to come back around that's going to give you something that feels like a blessing. Like, a response to something you were looking for. I don't know, like if you were thinking about going to a place in the world, or someone, that has something pop up on their phone that's like a package of a lifetime. And they're like, oh, you know what? My friend was just talking about going there. Maybe I should send them a screenshot or something like that. Or you were talking about a job you wanted to do, a chance to try something a little different. And you were talking to your friend, they talked to another friend, they talked to another friend, and that friend has the exact position to get you going. Or maybe even for some of you, the right clientele. I am also getting for some of you, perhaps, I mean, you could be creating these dreams with someone else, your honey, your lover, your friend. But I feel like if some of you are perhaps looking for a partner, but not really looking for a partner, I don't feel like you are like, hey, do you know anyone that's looking to date? And then your friend's setting you up. I feel like it's more like you're giving energy into whatever it is that you are passionate about. And just because of your energy, who you are, I just heard your smile or your laugh, that somebody is thinking of maybe somebody they know who might happen to be single. And maybe it is like, hey, I'm going to give you the number of my friend, maybe call them up, go out. Or it could be a casual, like, hey, you have a bunch of friends meeting out. How about you join us at the local hangout? And then that person they wanted you to meet happens to be there, like a very subtle setup sort of situation. But I see that working out. But it doesn't start from you. I feel like it doesn't really start from you looking for that. It comes kind of a side way. And it starts with your sparkly energy. I'm not even sure what I just said there. I hope that was helpful. I am getting all around situations, scenarios, areas of your life though. So let's go to the life and career. What is a life and career helpful message right now with the energy going on, the situation at hand or coming in to help the collective? Please and thank you. Taking steps. I like this. I like this. At the bottom, you actually have success. So it's a step-by-step process. It's not being invisible. It's maybe even looking at the shadow side of any situation yourself. It's looking at things that you want to change, having self-awareness, and then the willpower to do it, the drive to do it. One step at a time. Don't get your boots stuck in the mud, but you're envisioning you moving forward. Don't get in your own way. Don't let anyone else get in your way. Sometimes you just have to take one step at a time, and then you look at the next step. It's adjusting yourself accordingly. But right now, for you to have this manifestation, your dreams coming true, you need to take action. Not just think about it, not just hear about it, not just talk about it. It's action is the key to getting where you need to go. It makes me think of that one quote. You're never gonna get where you want to be until you choose to not be where you were, something like that. I think I have it a little wrong. You can't wait around. This is not about sitting on the fence. This is about jumping off the fence and making some moves. Take a step in any direction. Any direction. If it's the wrong one, now you know that's not the right direction. Now you know to, adjust yourself and go a different way. Any direction to get unstuck and to find those opportunities. They're magically waiting out there for you, but you gotta make some moves. You gotta knock on the door. You have to make that phone call. You have to show up for the interview. You have to show up for that first date to be successful. It looks like I like that card. You're like, yeah, universe, this is amazeballs. Look at you. It's like you're a superhero up there. This is seeing success from an elevated perspective. This is reaching the pinnacle and the peak of a situation. Getting to see the whole landscape of that beautiful new world below you. Seeing it in a different way, so when you go down into that world, you maneuver in it differently. But it's taking this moment to be in the energy of gratitude. It's gratitude to your trials and tribulations, how far you have come, the growth you've had, the experience that is you, the goals, that you are achieving or that still are going to happen. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Just don't stop. This is saying like some of you are just sitting on the fence, not making a decision, you know, not getting off the couch. Even if you're maneuvering in your everyday world, you're not doing anything different to make those changes that you want. If you're just going through the motions, always doing the same thing over and over, how are these beautiful changes that want to come in your life gonna happen? Rose is trying to hide her bone if you hear her on the other side of the room. Keep going, and it's lots of little steps. Sometimes it's a big ass leap, but sometimes it's paying attention to tiny steps that get you moving the same direction, maybe just at a different pace. A little tiny steps will take you a long way. You are on the right track. Rose, what are you doing? She's like a little busybody hiding her bone. So let's continue. Let's do one spirit message. Spirit message, and then we'll do some love and maybe an animal card. I don't know. Let's see how it flows. What is one spirit message to bring more insight on the 9 of Summer, taking steps and success for the collective, please? And thank you. Gotta get my glasses ready. These are the tiny little letters. I think these are the smallest letters on any of my cards. It is, be true to yourself in all ways. Yeah, be true to yourself. Not everyone's gonna get you. That's okay. The right people that are gonna help you, the right people that want to see you succeed are gonna stick around, are gonna come into your life. The ones who have the right vibrations are going to be the ones to pay attention to. So don't worry about the ones that don't get you. You know, don't get why you do something, why you're creative, what your style is, you know, why you're going down that one path when 5 years ago you wanted to go down a different one. Why'd you change your mind? They don't understand. That's not what they know of you. So for some of you, it's people that will come around. I feel like you are going to prove like yourself or your direction down the road. Maybe it's only after they see that success, and they're not going to be there along that track with you. But that's okay. The right people are going to show up when they're supposed to. They can only understand from their level of perception, and that's on them. You know, no matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. Don't make yourself invisible. Be up there in that elevated spiritual perspective. If somebody is down there under the clouds, lost in the forest, in the fog, they're going to have a hard time seeing this gorgeous sunset that you see. Maybe they'll make it to the top of the mountain. Maybe they won't. But you are the one having that amazing experience that you bring with you. So let's go to what? I do feel like we should do some love. Let's do this one, because I kind of auto-grabbed it. It's the Clarifying Love Situations. This neon deck, it kind of looks like my costume. It kind of looks like my weird robot costume. So let's get a little bit of clarity on whatever's happening in relationships, romance, friendships, situationships, whatever it is, connections. It would be helpful for the collective to know right now. Please and, I can take these off. Please and thank you. Clean up. All right, well, it's time to clean up the mess. You know, if there's anything that was a messy situation, it's not leaving all that mess on the floor. It's taking care of something, tying loose ends, having clear closure, having that conversation. This is someone with self-awareness. This is good. I mean, nothing's ever perfectly spotless in life. Sometimes situations get a little messy, you know? Sometimes your intentions are always to do something neat and tidy, but somebody else doesn't handle it the same way. So this might mean that some of you need to shut the door, have a conversation, It's also where if something was kind of swept under the rug, just ignored, it's time to talk about it. It's time to make some changes. When that energy is just sitting there like a lump around you all the time and it's never discussed, never addressed, never changed, you're always going to be tripping over it, even if it's just energetically. You know, sometimes that real hard conversation is so worth it because finally you can make some changes. At least you know which direction to move. So it is making healthy choices as well. So maybe for some of you, this is, you know, cleaning up your diet, cleaning up any kind of energies that could have been draining you. People, places, things, way of thinking, substances, habits, whatever it is. Sometimes it's just, you know, a couple little things that need to be changed that make a big difference. It does say here, a lot of little steps take you to success. So for some of you, maybe it's not like completely cutting something out cold turkey. Maybe for some of you it is. You know, and there's an adjustment period. But I feel like this is going to streamline you. I feel like for some of you, it's just a couple little small things, and it's not, I feel like it's not even necessarily really giving it up. It's finding a healthier substitute that works with you. So it's positive life changes. It's prioritizing, maybe not paying attention to the garbage so much, you know, throw away the garbage. And now, like, I don't know, I just see something spotless. But it makes me think of when your house or your desk or something like that is really organized and cleaned, your energy flow is different. You know, your mind works different. You can pay attention to the right things instead of thinking about the dirty dishes all the time. Or wasting 10 minutes looking for that book because you have it in alphabetical order. I feel like there's something that's going to save you a lot of time. Maybe it's cleaning your house. But if it's prioritizing partnerships, this is paying attention to the ones that bring healthy energy in your life. The ones that are there for your successes and your failures, but that always believe the best in you. Accountability, and it's releasing burdens. I feel like that's that big, you know, thing that was swept under the rug. You know, if that thing is there, it's never cleaned up. I feel like that I don't know, it feels aggravating. It feels annoying. It feels like there's like that thing nagging you that you gotta do or you gotta say or you gotta talk about, and it's never addressed. And it feels like so much relief, so much cleaner of a situation once maybe the harsh truth is talked about, or the beautiful truth for some of you. You know, if that's a situation, you've never talked about your feelings, and it's like, you know, you got all these hearts all over the floor, like everywhere you walk, your little sparkly energy is this love, but you never have the words to tell the person you love them. Sometimes it's needing to hear something. I am getting totally different energies for you guys today. Let's get one more. Clarity on cleanup, Knight of Summer, success, and taking steps. Message. That's that conversation you need to have. So this cleanup does, I feel like it starts with a lot of words, with the right words, with a message, with a hello. For some of you, this taking steps to success, this message might not necessarily be, you know, a romance. That might be calling your new boss, calling that person to set you up in that interview, calling that friend back that you haven't heard from in so long, and you can catch up. I hear fill in the gaps. Maybe you haven't seen somebody in a long time, and you're sort of catching up on everything you've been doing. Do expect an important message to come through, though, because there's somebody that has something to say. Maybe somebody wants to talk about, you know, something successful going on in their life, or how they've cleaned up a certain situation, or want to get a little insight on these next steps that they are taking, or just talk about their dreams with you. But it's somebody who wants to talk. This is somebody who is on speaking terms. So if this is somebody like at a distance and you were feeling a little weird, like it was a messy situation, this conversation is coming back to bring you back into balance, to bring you back to friendship, to bring you back to on speaking terms. Feeling good with being able to just pick up the phone and call that person. Taking away the weird. For some of you, this could be that conversation that is closure. Or clarity on closure. Or clarity on future dreams together. Clarity on true feelings. It's where you get the information you've been wanting. So this could come through text, call, email, accidentally running into somebody. But if you run into somebody, I feel like that conversation continues. I hear over the next few days. Or maybe that's where the important stuff comes out. This is somebody who is expressing themselves. And it's communication issues resolved. Or you have the chance to be the one who can resolve any communication issues. So let's do an animal card. What is one spirit animal message to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Aw, yeah, it comes back to love. Gentleness, being gentle on yourself. Letting love guide you. You know, your mind will figure it out. So maybe somebody is opening up about how much they love you. Or maybe it's that there were a lot of words before, but somebody couldn't really take the actions. And somebody is now taking some steps towards having that love, that romance, that partnership. This could be just somebody in your life that you just love. Friend, family member, co-worker. This looks so gentle. So love is be gentle with yourself. It's the deer. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and your grace. I feel like even with that other message, you know, you're tapping into your self-worth, but this is just sort of getting that if others have a reflection, you know, it's a little empty, it's a little weird, harsh in some cases, that's just reflecting themselves. But you choosing the higher road, you choosing to react with that sense of gentleness and love, just recognizing that, you know, some people are going to be stuck at the bottom of that mountain in a totally different energy, have different life experiences. They only know what they've seen or gone through. And if your experiences are not the same, you know, it's not making somebody learn a lesson they're not going to hear anyway. It is trying to see that we are all divine souls having a human experience. And it is not easy all the time. Sometimes it is gorgeous and beautiful, magical. And sometimes it's really hard. So it's just sort of recognizing that and, you know, seeing it through that elevated spiritual perspective. Just plant those seeds of love. And sometimes that's all you can do. But I feel like these are seeds that are going to come back. And I just see it growing a whole, like I want to say like a love forest. Hey, like really big and powerful for you. I don't know why, like I see those little deer, now I see like a I see like a buck with all the antlers. But it looks really graceful and powerful. So maybe it's about maturity, growing up, maturity in a situation, spiritual maturity, somebody else getting more mature. So let's do I haven't done these in a while. This is called Repair, Evolution, Growth. So let's just get a general message to be helpful for the collective. Repair, evolution, and growth, please, and thank you. Oh, hey, look at this card. That made me all excited. Wow. Just gave me like wow energy. So, I mean, you're starting here with a wish come true or wishes coming true. And now you have really good news coming in. Maybe this is what brings you on the right road to success. Maybe this is all about that message you're going to get. Maybe it's even good news that something has been cleaned up. And that could be somebody else's energy as well. I feel like somebody has good news, but you might be the one delivering that really good news to someone else. Look at this person. They look so excited. It's positive energy, guys. Your prayers, you got double whammy on your prayers being heard. So expect this good news. Dreams fulfilled, wishes coming true, prayers not just heard but answered. It's good news and it's on its way. Maybe it's making its way across the wires, but it's coming on in. It is the universe wants you to have an expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now is the time to celebrate. So you have to already celebrate right now. Don't wait. Celebrate that you know that this successful energy is coming on in. It's working its way to you from God, from the divine, help from your angels, and also earth angels, people being sent to your life, in your life to help you out. Believe it's coming in and start celebrate. I feel like you should have a party today. Go out and celebrate today that all this beautiful stuff is coming in. And then if it's for your highest and greatest good, do remember that usually means it doesn't come about exactly as you expect, but better. Even better than you dreamed. So don't put a lid on your little dream box. Keep that open. Keep it open really, really, really big for that thing that you desire, that thing that you want, but it'll take better if it wants to come in, because you might not even know what better is until you're there. You're going to be like, I knew something better was going to come in. So let's go to, I don't know, I feel like we should still kind of bounce around. I brought the weird world. I feel like we should do one from here, but I kind of want to pull this. Woo, woo. Where is it? Yeah, I mean, it's jumping off. It's jumping off the table. This one, I really like this, the pulp. So let's do both. Let's get a little bit of tarot energy, so you know how to maneuver in this beautiful, successful, dreams come true, good news, positive energy on its way, dreams already have happened kind of reading. This is a really nice reading today. Rose, are you hiding your bone? There's nothing to hide it in over there, babe. Why don't you come over here? Why don't you come over here and show everyone what you got? Come on. Yeah? No, okay. It's up to you, your choice. Clarity for the collective. What do we have? The weird world. What is a deeper message, extra message, a little insight, wisdom on... Oh, she's coming. Come on. I'll take her bone. Now she'll come. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm going to put it right here so you can say hi to everyone. Come on. Clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. Oh, wow. So you're going to have something come in your life, and it is time to make a decision. It is time to clean up a situation. It is time to take on healthy energy, healthy relationships, healthy way of thinking. Look how powerful that Justice card is. It could be that some of you are dealing with the justice system, but I feel like when this is the 11 in particular decks, it's more of a divine connection between you and Source, you and God, maybe you and someone else. She looks so powerful, and yet she's holding those scales so gently. So this, I don't think this is a forceful decision. I feel like it's an easy one. Upside, and that was a beep outside. Maybe it's easier than you believed. This is sometimes having an outside source, come on, that is able to observe a situation with the, where is it, that higher perspective, a spiritual perspective, so that it can help orchestrate something to come back into balance. Because if it's a bunch of unbalanced people trying to make a decision, and let's just say it's others, and they have all their own opinions on how they see in a situation, and there's never any right answer to bring something into balance. Sometimes it takes somebody outside to be like, I mean, if that person does that and that person does that, we do this, it looks like everyone's happy. So it could be that kind of decision, but that could be you being in that position where you just you have to be in it, but you also have to be out of it at the same time. Because if you're only making a big decision involving everyone else and you're not in it, you're always going to feel like, oh, it's great, everyone else has this big balance in your life, but you're always off kilter. If any of you are doing anything that involves a court case or something like that, this is having a very positive, successful outcome. And this is feeling a lot better once something is taken care of. I mean, it might be for some of you, it had to take some accountability, self-awareness, but that will bring success, growth, change, good news, dreams coming true. You know, it looks like it's all over a good thing in the end. But sometimes when the Justice card does come through, it's uncomfortable before that decision happens. It's like you feel like you always have to do, there's something that needs to be done. There's a big decision that needs to be, you know, made. There's a step, you know, that you need to go, but until that decision goes, you don't really know which way to go. Rose, do you have to go outside? All right, I think she has to go outside. She's not into her bone and she's bothering me, so I'm gonna be right back. All right, so we're gonna continue. I do feel like we should bounce with the different tarot. So let's do the poll. Clarity on Justice and the Nine of Summer. What else would be helpful for this movement of energy, bringing a huge balance back into your life? This is also a Libra energy. So maybe you're a Libra dealing with a Libra, seeing the other person's perspective in a situation. That person may be seeing your perspective. But sometimes people just aren't gonna hear it. Sometimes they really do. So pay attention to the ones that really do. Clarity on Justice and Nine of Summer, please and thank you. Oh, wow. You're heading for success. You're heading for prosperity. All the things that other cards said. Abundance coming into your world. Even love coming into your world. Good communication. This is where, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is sometimes connecting to different generations. I'm getting age doesn't matter. So maybe there's someone in your life that's really important, but they're a really different age. And yet maybe the same, I'm getting an old soul. Maybe you feel like there's even someone way younger than you, but their soul is older. They have very wise advice. Because sometimes you can live your whole life and not really learn your lessons. Or never really get that maturity and grow up. And sometimes you really do learn your lessons. Really get to be in the energy of wealth. Legacy. This is where you are working on something that has long-term potential. Putting those seeds in the ground now to grow that love forest or that abundance forest in your life. This is the right people in your life that are the right connections as you grow, as you go through different chapters. This is sometimes where you buy that house or you buy that land where you can either see yourself in it until you're old, or you get it, you know, fixed up or whatever, and you sell it and you get that next house that actually brings you towards the one you were dreaming about. Sometimes it's a stepping stone situation. This is also paying attention to your finances. You know, if you got something coming, an abundance all at once, how can you, where's that first card, savor everything, save something for a rainy day, put something into an investment where it can come back into your world in circulation, and something else that is solid and stable for a foundation, not spending it all in 2 months. Upside down, it's working to build all of this stuff in your life and never enjoying the life, never enjoying that stuff that is your success or your goals that you are after. there's a big truck here, so I'm hoping she doesn't bark. This is where, you know, you have that big fancy boat and you keep it in the garage and you never take it out to go on the lake or in the ocean or go fishing. It's just sitting there getting dusty, but you tell everyone you have a big boat. Who cares? What if you have that big boat and you go out in the lake and you have the most amazing day? You see the most amazing sunset. You catch the biggest fish you've ever seen, and now you're talking about that amazing experience. That's the wealth. That's what you remember, you know, at the end. Not the big dusty boat in the garage. It's the moments on that boat. So let's do one more. What is one more overall message? We'll stick with the Pope. One more message. Help the collective on this legacy, this maybe inheritance, investing wisely. I feel like this is success for everyone too when the Ten of Pentacles comes in. Because it's success if it's a big family business, you know, and that's like what everybody is into, and it's success if you got the black sheep of the family that wants to go off and be an actor and do nothing that has anything to do with that family business, just doesn't interest them. It's that beautiful allowance and like full support for whatever everyone's dreams are. One more, please and thank you. And if you have a family and they don't get your dreams or don't get why you are taking steps on a certain road, it's you still following your dreams. Sometimes you got to give up something and people come back around later. And if they don't, you're going to find the right people in the process that are going to be there on the path you're supposed to be on. You know, sometimes it's chosen family. You know, sometimes people have amazing, tight-knit, beautiful families, small or big. And sometimes you have families that aren't so healthy, aren't good examples. Generational situations that have continued for so long. But you can always be the one to break that weird cycle. You can be the one to not repeat something that didn't work for you. You can be the one that grows from any kind of rough experience. And then you're in the position where you really recognize something that's different as a true gift and a blessing, because you know what it's like to not have that. So your genuine gratitude is different than someone who maybe was in this position where they were always just given exactly what they wanted, but never experienced lack. Whether that's lack of love, lack of communication, lack of balance, lack of something. So maybe that is also the success. I just keep hearing, do it your way. Do it your way. Make it your way. All right. And even this, you got a little Cinderella energy coming in here. I know that's an 80s band. I don't know any of their songs, but maybe I'm going to put an 80s band song for you guys. I could also throw that out there. If you guys have any fun 80s music, or I don't know, what is this thing? Like robot, steampunk kind of thing. Put it in the comments and I'll see if I can get it on the playlist for you guys. And here, you got that beautiful fairy godmother. She comes in like magic, making Cinderella's dreams come true. And her family didn't believe in her. They actually tried to make it harder for her because they could see that there's something special she had that they didn't have. So how can they sabotage her situation to get over on their own? So maybe it's about, taking yourself out of any of that situation, still believing in yourself. Also get past the fairy tale. Believe in the fairy tale and then make that fairy tale reality. Because real life is not a fairy tale. It's not all rainbows and butterflies and they lived happily ever after. There's always that ... So how can that happily ever after part still be beautiful, still be real, still be exciting, still be all around an amazing experience in your life. You know, otherwise, if it was one way, it'd be one big ass boring chapter. I am not even sure what I just said with that whole Cinderella, like, side note thing, but I hope the metaphor of energy made sense to you guys. Let's get one more overall tarot message for the collective, please and thank you. Oh, I just love that this is the one that came through. You're ending. This is a beautiful reading. You got the sun. Everything's going to be clear. Everything's going to work out right. Believe it now. Believe in yourself. Also, play. This is playing like a child. This is feeling like your truth, your authentic self. This is knowing that the opportunities that are presented that are meant for you by the universe, you are going to recognize without a doubt. You can't miss the sun. And if it's a cloudy day, it's still going to be there. So I feel like even for some of you, if you didn't take that chance, you didn't take that one opportunity, there is going to be another chance coming through just as bright. There are many paths to one destination. Don't get wrapped up on a cloudy day. Believe that the sun will come out tomorrow. Believe that this energy is going to bring love, life, vitality, energy into your world. But it's also stepping into that masculine side of you. You know, don't get stuck on the fence. Don't really wrap something up inside that yard too hard. Branch out and expand. You know, the sunshine reaches on both sides of the fence here. And let's get one more from the rock star, just to sum this reading up for you guys. What is one more message overall, energy and music to help the collective right now? I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I know it was a little bit different here in my robot outfit. One more message for the collective. Now she's hiding her bone. Please and thank you. What is this one? You got rubber plant, dedication. You still feel sure. There's a lot of like glitter, metal, architecture, steel. Is that a song? You are a magnet and I am the steel. I don't know what that is. I know that somebody sings that. All that glitter isn't gold. And I'm getting that there's something more rare and soft. Like you have this hard metal, but this is an opal. And I don't know, opals are very delicate. They're very sensitive. They're very pretty. It's like water that's trapped inside of that stone that creates that illumination. That beautiful, I don't know, that beautiful glow. So I feel like it's something special and soft about your glow. Also very rare to have a big opal like that. A lot of times opals are shaved. I'm weird, I'm going a little lapidary on you guys, but a lot of times opals, I am thinking in my mind a fire opal, but this is not a fire opal. But when you see it set on a ring or something, it might look like it's that thick, but quite often the opal's very thin and they add a layer of something else underneath to kind of prop it up, make it look thicker, but they're usually very delicate. So maybe it's about propping something up, giving something a boost. I'm just getting like really taking care of something that is very valuable and unusual and different. Feel sure. It makes me think of that song, Feel It Still. I think like I can hear myself. Something like that. I can't quite get the song, but I have the thing. So that being said, I will end you with a beautiful adieu, a thank you. I have so much gratitude towards all you. I hope you had fun in this reading and something came through that was helpful. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me. And I will see you very soon. I feel like I should do something weird at the end of here, like I'm such a dork. Okay, I love you. Bye.